Hi viewers, welcome back to Watermills Yard. I thought we'd take a look at this KWA wagon today quickly. This was a kit I built some time back. The kit's from S-Kits, and there's a couple of different liveries that you can do this wagon in. On the network they're used for transporting bulldozers into job sites. You see them running empty sometimes, and you see them running with the bulldozers on as well. There was no bulldozer available to model on the wagon, so it was run on the layout as an empty wagon. I have managed to pick up a bulldozer which fits this wagon perfectly, and I thought we'd take a look at this today. So this is the bulldozer in question. I managed to pick it up off a well-known auction site, and it came from China. It was here within 6 days, which was really quick. It's the models by Atlas. It's a 1/7/6 scale dozer which they use on the network. It's got the rail wheels there on the back. It didn't look like this when it turned up, and I'll put a few photographs up of what it looked like before I started doing any work on it. So now we've seen a few photos of what it looked like when it turned up. We can see that we've added a lot of detail to this bulldozer. All the handrails and wides have all been put on. I put the orange beacon there on the back and the small little aerial there on the corner. I've added the orange cantrail stripe round the top of the cab. It's been weathered. I've changed the tracks on it for some Oxford tracks. These are plastic tracks as opposed to the rubber ones which it turned up with. I've weathered the blade there on the front. At the back of the model there, I've added the 2 hydraulic rams and the hydraulic pipes to operate the rail wheels up and down. They don't move on the model, they're actually fixed in place. The blade on this model lifts up and down, and it also moves from side to side as well. There are little trucks that go underneath that blade when they're running them on the tracks, and I've had to do a bit of research to find out what that looked like. And it's basically just 4 little wheels to either side and a little frame, and it looks like the blade is lowered onto it, and that's how they scoot around on the rails when they're working on the network. So I just need to scratch build that little set of trucks now for the blade. And also on these little bulldozers they have GPS aerials coming off the blade as well. I've just got to scratch build some little bits to fix to that blade for the GPS aerials on it. So here's a little bulldozer now loaded up on the KWA wagon, and that looks really neat on there. Could also enhance it a bit more by adding some straps and steel chain to make it look like it's strapped down to the wagon, which I might do in time, but we'll see. This is another model I've been taking a look at. I've ordered a couple of these off a well-known site as well. It's the Atlas 1/7/6 scale Hydrema 912D model of a dump truck, and I've added a bit of detail to this model as well. You can just see the handrails there that have added to it in yellow, and on the corner of the cab the black one there sticking out, and I've added the aerial to the roof as well. I haven't had to do too much to this model, and then I've just given it a light weathering, and it's pretty much ready for going on the layout now. So this is the model in the tip position, and it discharges from the back here only, and some of them in real life have a pivot system on the chassis, and the dump bucket can turn and unload from either side or from the back on the models in real life. This is a quick look at the other side of the model here. You can see the exhaust there and the air intake on the side. These models are available from Atlas, and it's a subscription that you sign up to and you get a new model every month. I started the subscription off, I had about 4 of the models, then cancelled it, and since then I've just been cherry picking the different models that I do want off a well-known site, paying more for them, but it's certainly getting the models that you want as opposed to a lot of the models that you don't want. I should just add that all these handrails that I've made are made from 0.45 rolled brass rod, and I just bend them to shape and then drill and fit them to the models. So the layout itself's had nothing done on it since the last update. Been busy with these models, doing different bits to them. So that's enough of me whittering on anyway. It's time for get a running session going, I think. I'd like to thank everyone who's rated, everyone who's commented, and everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching.